like many people out there, you hate the fact that Windows 11 has made a Microsoft account a requirement when you first set it up. What if I told you that not only do you not need to use that Microsoft account, but that with a few simple steps, and taking a few precautions of course, you can even remove that Microsoft account and run completely with a local one? Sounds pretty good, huh? This video is going to get a little bit long, so I'm going to break it into chapters for you. So if there's something specific you're looking for, make sure to check the timeline below and in the description to find what you're looking for. Now, before I get into the details of creating that local account and removing the Microsoft one, I want to go over a couple of things you're losing and what you want to make sure you do about it before you do this. No, this isn't some sales pitch for you to keep a Microsoft account. There's some real implications on possible data loss, so I just want to make sure you're aware of these issues. First, I'm talking about Windows 11 Home in this video. If you're running professional or enterprise, you can still perform similar steps, but they look a little different and you're not as limited on the initial setup and install as you are in home. So if you want me to make a separate video covering professional and enterprise, just let me know in the comments. Let's start with the biggest issue, the first account used to log into the machine with. This is the Microsoft account that you used, and coincidentally the one you want to get rid of. Why is this so important? Well, it's because this account is always made a local administrator of the machine. That means it has full access to do anything and everything on the machine. If you remove the account before you add another one and also make it an administrator, crap. Well, then you're potentially going to have a much bigger problem on your hands. Without using some sort of hacking tool, you'll probably be looking at a complete reinstall of the operating system and a potential for real data loss. The second reason is, well, because Windows 11 turns on drive encryption by default to protect the contents of your drive should it ever be removed from your machine. When this is enabled, the encryption key is stored in, you guessed it, your Microsoft account. Should something happen to your computer and you need to put that drive into a different machine to get your data off it, you're going to need that key to unlock it so you can retrieve your data. If you don't have the key, because it was stored in that Microsoft account you removed, then you're going to be out of luck.
It is broken.
The encryption used is very strong. As a matter of fact, it's military and government grade, meaning that if the key's lost, you can pretty much write off everything that's on that drive, unless you have a backup of it somewhere. You do have a backup of it somewhere, right? Well, that's a subject for a different video. There's a few other points I want to make when removing the Microsoft account, but they don't have as dire of consequences as those two. Things like you may lose access to any software you purchase through the Microsoft Store, password synchronizations, although passwords sync through browsers like Chrome, Brave, and others operate separate from the Microsoft account, OneDrive backup and sync, I know a lot of people don't like OneDrive either, and any applications that may have been installed specifically for that account. You may have to reinstall some apps, download some other content again, reset up some profile-specific settings, themes, and more. But it'll all be in a local account, which is what you wanted in the first place. Let's check the first of these two things now. If you've already verified that your drive isn't encrypted and you have a local account on the machine, already that's an administrator, and you've logged into it, go ahead and skip ahead to the section on removing the Microsoft account. Make sure you're logged into the Windows 11 home machine with the Microsoft account that was used for the first time. Once logged in, go ahead and click on Start, then Settings. Next, go to Privacy and Security. On the right-hand side, you want to scroll down and click on Device Encryption. Under Device Encryption, you'll see a switch to simply turn it on or off. If it's in the on position, the default setting, you're going to want to turn it off. When you turn it off, you should get a message asking you if you're sure you want to turn off device encryption. And go ahead and click on Turn Off. Once you do this, the system will decrypt the data on your drive. You can see in the device encryption window a small status bar showing the progress. Once completed, it should simply change to Device Encryption Off. Now that your drive is no longer encrypted, let's move on to the next step, creating a local account. While still logged in as the Microsoft account, click on the Start button and go to Settings if Settings isn't still open. On the left-hand side, click on Accounts, then in the right-hand window, scroll down and click on Other Users. To add a local account, click on the Add Account button. Since we're making a local account, go ahead and click on the I don't have this person's sign-in information. Next, click on Add a User without a Microsoft account. Enter a username for the account on the machine and a password. You do have the option to not enter a password and simply click Next, but that wouldn't be very secure now, would it? Especially since this account is going to have full access to the machine, so make sure you enter a password and confirm it. Because you entered a password, you're going to be prompted to select and answer 3 questions. These are the fail-safe I forgot my password questions, so you can get back into the account in case you forget the password. So choose questions and answers you can remember. When you've completed this, go ahead and click Next. The account should now be created on the machine, but we're still not done. There are a couple of things we still need to do. While still logged into the machine under the Microsoft account, we need to grant the account you just created administrator privileges. In the Other Users window that should still be on your screen, you should see the new account you just created. Go ahead and click on the drop-down for the new account, that little down pointing arrow on the right-hand side of it. You should see account options and, more specifically, change account type. You want to click on this and select Administrator and then click OK. This will make the new account an administrator of the machine. Next, you want to log off the machine. Not just turn it off, just simply log off. The easiest way to do this is to right-click on the Start button, go to Shut Down or Sign Out, and then click on Sign Out. This should take you back to the login screen. Once at the login screen, go ahead and press a key or click a mouse button. In the bottom left-hand side, you should see the Microsoft account that you used plus the new local account you created. Go ahead and click on the new local account and enter the password you set and press Enter. Windows will now go through the whole new user profile setup just like it did with the Microsoft account. Log in like you normally would. Be sure to turn off all the data collection settings and don't opt into any of the extras. You simply don't need them unless you really want them. After you log in for the first time, you may notice that the Start menu seems empty. This is because there aren't any pinned items yet. As you run apps and programs, the Start menu will start to repopulate with programs and things you most frequently use. Now that you're logged into the machine with your new local administrator account, let's go ahead and remove that Microsoft account. To do this, click on the Start button, and if you don't see Settings, start typing it and click on it when you do. In Settings, Windows 11 may hound you a little to log into a Microsoft account. You can simply click the X in the upper right-hand corner of that box and close it. On the left-hand side, you want to click on Accounts. Under Accounts on the right-hand side, scroll down to Other Users and click on that. Under Other Users, you should now see the Microsoft account you used when you first logged into the machine. Now here's the fun part, the part you've been waiting for. Click on the down arrow on the right-hand side of that account, and next to Account and Data, click on the Remove button. Windows 11 will give you a warning about removing the Microsoft account. Well, it'll warn you about removing any account, actually. That it will not only remove the account, but all of its data as well. Go ahead and click on Delete Account and Data. And that's it. You've now decoupled the machine from having to use a Microsoft account. But don't go just yet. Although you've gotten rid of that Microsoft account, there's still a bunch of things happening in the background of Windows 11 you may want to get rid of or turn off, such as ads and telemetry. Be sure to check out my video on how to step-by-step get rid of ads in Windows 11. I'm also going to have another video shortly on how to use another free tool to help you turn off the telemetry. That's the stuff that's reporting back to Microsoft, so keep an eye out for it. Remember, you may have to reinstall any other programs you want, reset up any customizations, themes, and more, and copy any data back to this new account and profile. But that's a small price to pay to get onto a local account. If there's something you'd like me to make a video on, leave it in the comments. I read all of them. Or if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, and it helps more than you know. And as always, my friends, stay grumpy.